Hey, everybody. Welcome and Happy New Year. I hope you brought your libations with you and a good attitude and all that good stuff. But here we are. We're going to ring in the new year with one another and hopefully with you. And we're just going to have some fun. We're just going to go with the flow and see where the night takes us. Definitely stop at midnight to do a toast. And let's have everybody introduce themselves. Barry's coming now. Okay, let's start with Deb.
Hi, everybody. I'm Deb DeRoos, and part of Method and Voice of the Elders and Mystical Awakenings Radio and all that fun stuff. And I'm here to have a good time with everybody.
Stephanie, you're up.
I am Stephanie, and I am, I guess, part of the My Haunted Diary communion, behind the scenes, camera person, part of Map It, part of this crazy group that we have.
Yes, you are.
And Mr. RJ.
Hi.
And Barry will be presenting himself in a moment. Go ahead.
Barry,
I'm sorry.
You remember Barry, the word?
Oh, no, we're going to do Ghost.
Oh, Ghost, okay.
Yeah.
I snuck a few in.
Wait.
RJ.
Wait.
Yeah, the word was said.
Yeah. Tell RJ, tell the public what we're doing about Ghost. I mean...
So, I'm RJ DeRose. I'm married to that lovely lady up in the and we own
doesn't matter. You can come here.
Metaphysical Store. We are part of Map It, and we love it. And we're with our good friends here. And anyway, we do ghost investigations. And Bigfoot and UFO. We put on the Michigan UFO Contact Convention here in Houghton Lake. Hi, Barry.
Hey.
Hi, brother. So
how's it going?
Good. So that's about it. We're here to have fun, just talk, and enjoy.
In the new year.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah.
I want to say hi to Michelle Harold.
Hello, Harold.
And to Rhonda.
You have to do this. Sorry, we're messing with our camera again. Okay, anyway, we're gonna ring in the new year. Unfortunately, we're sad about some deaths that happened today. Miss Betty White. You need to scoot over this way.
What about Clint Eastwood?
Did he die?
I don't know. I saw something. Maybe I saw something, but
Oh, okay.
I didn't get a chance to check it out.
Oh.
Every time you turn that way, so you take me out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, wait a minute. I'm trying to get it right there.
Right there. That's perfect.
Right there. Okay. So, he had a rough night. We don't know if he's gonna make an appearance or not. Do we?
Who?
Daniel.
I don't know.
Okay.
He's been working.
I took Barry out again.
I'm going to astral project up there into his bedroom and wake him up.
Okay, do that. Okay, so why don't we start with what are your hopes for 2022? Who would like to start?
Well,
we all speak at once.
We can hope for whatever, but I
hope freaking COVID goes away.
Well, I'm hopeful that it's going to get better. So
I
see a lot of good things. I'm not going to get into them, but on the horizon. So we're getting there. We're going to be good. We just got to stick together and be together and love one another.
Why did you do that? Because you're taking the top of my head off.
Okay, I'm still adjusting. So keep talking, you guys.
So.
I didn't like the way it looked.
I was thinking today.
He looks like a ghost of himself.
Once you scoot up closer, that's what I did.
can see.
Okay,
Barry, you look tired.
so Stephanie, what are your hopes?
I'm hoping that we can unite as just people, just everybody in general, not even just this country, not even just whatever.
As
I'm
a
just
human
tired.
race. Yeah.
I'm tired of division, and we're not going to get anywhere but bad places with the way we are now. So,
Right.
Amen, sister. Yeah.
It's time to quit picking sides and just come together.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right.
I gotta see if we got water.
I love everybody.
It's fun.
Barry got up to see if the cat had water.
Well, just so everybody knows, Barry will be back and forth because that's Barry.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So, Deb, what are your hopes?
My hopes are that, we all stay alive to see this year.
Mm-hmm.
I was starting to say, I did a lot of thinking today about, I'm reading posts and everybody's like, man, I hope this year is better than last year. So I was kind of going back in some of my memories on Facebook where, a lot of people say, Happy New Year. I hope next year, this coming year is better.
Right.
And I thought,
Every year.
It's kind of sad that we disregard years and come out of a year saying it was so bad.
Right.
Bad things happen. They really do. We've had more deaths this year. Oh my God. But
us too.
There's also good in every year.
Right.
And we're still here to see it. So we're so blessed.
There was a lot of death, but a lot of people were born too.
Right.
Yep.
So viewers, why don't you type out what your hopes are for 2022? Barry, what are your hopes for 2022?
I hope
don't say Ohio State beats Michigan.
Yeah. I hope Ohio State does better next year in their bowl games and tomorrow than what Michigan and Cincinnati did today. So not very happy, but no, I hope I can just continue to be the happy-go-lucky, jovial son of a bitch that can walk the face of the earth and make everybody smile and laugh and spread my joyous fucking cheer.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Said exactly like Barry Gilmer would say it.
Yes.
I love you, Barry.
Love you too.
Right before you said that, Beth, about other people saying things, Michelle said this. My hope is that everyone finds their spiritual path so that they may have peace within and thus project peace without.
Beautiful.
Good one.
Very nice.
Yay.
I'll drink that.
I'm sitting here asking all you guys, and I would have to stop and think. I know the word peace comes to mind. I would balance. I need balance. I'm too this way or that way. There hasn't been a lot of balance in this last year. So if I'm balanced, I feel like you said, Deb, I could face the bad and embrace the good.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, but when you're out of balance, I don't think everything seems horrible,
Right.
So,
So everybody needs to, either go see you guys or see us or see somebody and have some chakra balancing, clearing done and getting balance. But you're right, Beth. And there's so many days I wake up and one of my first thoughts is, oh my God, I need some grounding. So that's like the first thing for me that I have to focus on is grounding and balancing because I'm just, I'm out there.
I think Beth's that way too. She usually wakes up and says, first thing I need is coffee grounds too. So,
yeah. Oh, I definitely go straight at the coffee. Definitely.
Yeah.
And Denise, I like yours. That's cool.
Denise says, I hope to come back to UFO contact and be able to see my peeps. Yes.
We miss you.
Yes.
tell you what, it's going to be good this year. We have some new people coming in. We can't say it right now, but boy, you got me excited.
Oh, we have some awesome surprises, don't we?
We've been busy.
Cool.
Oh, that one's for Barry.
What's it say?
Paul
what
says,
you mean,
say what you
Barry?
mean, Barry.
What?
Say what you mean, Barry, from Uncle Butch. Hi, Uncle Butch. That's my sweet uncle who served Vietnam, and we're so proud of him. And he was my mentor for spirituality, and love him.
So,
Best dad ever, too. He's like the best dad to his daughter. He is so cool.
Love you, Uncle Butch.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, Steph, I had a question for you, and it left me completely.
I'll remember
so Deb, this is a surprise to you, Deb. On this network, whatever we're calling it, Steph and I would like to start up Ghoul Talk again.
yay.
So how does that sound?
Yes.
Once a month. So we're not overwhelmed.
Is ghoul the same thing as ghost?
Well,
There is.
okay. Yeah, it is. Wait, we're going to drink every time we... Everybody, you have to take a drink every time we say the word ghost.
And we'll be ghosted.
That's
Or you
it.
can,
Oh,
you
wait a
can
minute.
take a drink
Three.
if you want to, for any reason. But you're the word
Yeah.
ghost.
He said it again.
We're going to be drunk before midnight.
I wanted to show everybody our big bottle of champagne. I hope you have something.
Woo-hoo.
I cannot get in the center. There we go. That just gave me a reason to pour some more.
Cooking things up there.
Yeah, so, okay, let's think about what are our hopes for our team this year? Maybe, wait on that question in case Daniel shows up. Let's wait for that. But be thinking about it. Be thinking about it.
What's the odds, Stephanie, for him showing up?
I'm gonna say slim.
Well, we'll wait a few minutes and then we'll go.
All right, so
How many days has he had off?
Terry says
4 in all of December.
Oh,
You're right there on so many things one could wish for. Yes, contact would be awesome. Just more love, yes. Less pain for every living thing on earth, yes.
beautiful.
Terry said that.
Yeah,
Terry.
very good, Terry. Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. More love.
I can just say contact's going to be more on an individual basis with a lot of people, so be prepared. It's going to come individually to people that are open to it. It's going to move more quickly next year, so if you're open to it, it'll be there.
Good.
They'll come and take you. See,
Sounds exciting.
I gotta
Oh, I
take
know
this
what it
off
was,
so I can show
Steph. I wanted you to, before we get too silly and into this, kind of promote
you. Isn't he cute?
my Haunted Diary and let everybody know that there's a really good episode out there right now. I mean, they're all good, but this last
They're
one
all
was
good.
like the crescendo for the year.
Yes. And
Yeah, we did
post it.
we did a top 10 countdown of our favorite clips of the year, which funny, scary, moving. We didn't want to just do scary stuff, so there's some funny stuff in there. There's some very profound, moving things in there. More than anything, we just wanted to thank everyone for you guys, all the viewers, everyone who supported and watched and encouraged and continued to encourage. And I think that made a big difference, especially with Daniel, for him to get over the fear of putting himself out there. And he loves it. And when he's up there editing the videos, he is just in his spot and he loves it. So
you're both talented at it. You're very both talented.
It was very nice to see Daniel come out of the closet this year. So we're excited for him.
Yeah.
And if you haven't watched My Haunted Diary communion.
Yes.
You should, and support us little YouTubers. You know, support us, get out there, give us a like, give us a subscription. We need your support for our videos to get shown more and get shared more.
So that we can keep doing this.
Yeah, so we can keep doing this. So yeah. Thoughts, anybody? Yeah, I know, Deb. You know, we have this going out to YouTube. We got other stuff going out to YouTube too. You've got Mystical Awakenings.
Yeah, we do. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get, maybe Stephanie can do it. I suck at this. Like we talked today, Beth, we're old. This techie
You don't
stuff
suck
is
like
big.
I do.
I might need another drink on that one.
RJ and I will be the judge of that.
That's true. Thank you, Barry.
Well, I don't know about that because I'm hoping neither of you know how the other one is. I mean, we are a very close family. This team is
Maybe Deb and I know too. You know.
But anyways,
I think some ghosts are
yes.
coming out of the closet.
Oh wait, you said it.
I tried to. That link is supposed to be to the episode, but Stephanie, can you do a link for My Haunted Diary?
On
Yeah.
here.
Let me get to it.
Okay.
And if the link doesn't work, I posted it today on everything, on Sacred Journeys Radio, on Sacred Spiritual, the spiritual one, on Para Unity. You got it on Mystical Awakenings. The link's everywhere. But keep linking it, please.
Linking it, yeah.
Yeah, keep
So-
linking it.
On YouTube, we have, like right now, we are on Voice of the Elders Radio,
Right.
and that's what we do all together.
Mhm.
Some you guys do, some we do, some some meditations. It's really pretty cool.
And there's
So
Sacred
we have
Journeys.
the Voice of Elders, not
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Not
Well,
yet.
Sacred
We're
Journeys
going to
will-
start Sacred Journeys.
I
know.
know, but are you gonna? Is that gonna be a separate?
No,
I
just
don't know. I meant to talk to you about that. I didn't know if we should do that separate. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But we also have, for you guys that don't know, we travel and we're in Texas right now. So we want to do like a travel blog, but show the spiritual side of travel. Like, even if you break down, there's something that you're going to learn or get to see, or as a person you're going to get to meet, to see the spiritual and everything.
Right.
So we're going to do that. And I also want to mention why we're talking about it, because we're promoting right now, in case you didn't realize that. Deb and RJ have a shop in Houghton Lake called Mystical Awakenings.
That's it. Now.
Okay.
Yep.
And you should
Yeah.
go there for your spiritual needs, for readings, for Reiki, for all that.
Chakra balancing.
And then don't you guys have a YouTube besides?
We do.
Elders?
We have Mystical Awakenings with Deb or with RJ and Deb.
Right.
So yeah, that's
So look all those up and
if you
support
just-
your small YouTube channels.
Yeah, if you just want to come to the shop and talk about anything, we're open. So we just love to talk to people and meet people,
Right.
and every day is an adventure.
Right.
Yeah.
And Steph and I are going to be on Mystical Awakenings, and we're going to do Ghoul Talk if it's okay with Deb.
yes, I love it. I'd love to join you sometimes.
Oh, we would love that. I just figured it was asking a lot
Nobody
because
said
you're
ghost.
so busy.
Ghost. We have to drink. I said ghost.
Okay.
Oh, you said twice.
No, that'd be great, Deb.
Yeah,
Anytime you can.
I don't know if Mary Beth. Oh,
What?
that's from
Oh,
Skylar and Laura must be at her house. Mary Beth is the other mother.
oh,
She's Skylar's girlfriend, and she and I have become really good friends. So
That's
Hi.
awesome. Hi, Mary Beth. Glad to have you with us on this
Yeah.
auspicious night.
I have to go get
Yeah.
something.
You what? Is
What do
he
you say?
leaving?
You gotta go
Are
get
you
something.
leaving?
Oh, he must
Okay,
be
everybody
a
look at
whiskey.
the RJ screen and you can see a little man sitting back there behind him. Just saying.
Yes, he can. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
with the
know.
table, it looks like a big body and then tiny little skinny legs.
Yeah. Well, the legs are because it's sitting on a. It's actually a mermaid bird bath.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then there's like chairs beside it. So
So
And
it's like
that
a
would be
mermaid.
called matrixing in the paranormal world
Yep.
if you're just learning.
Mhm.
So it wouldn't really be a ghost.
It wouldn't really be a ghost. Twice.
All right, Barry.
We're gonna be
So-
drunk by the end of the show.
I didn't mean to, but I have a radio program coming up on Mystical Awakenings with a gentleman named Mark Yeager,
Yes.
and he is the author of the Mystic Michigan books.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
He's awesome.
He
He
came
was
out
at
with
UFOCon.
a new book, Starboard Quest,
Okay.
and he also is a musician. And so stay, keep your ears tuned and your eyes open because it's going to be here hopefully by no later than the end of the month. But he's an amazing person. His book is all about music and spiritualism, and his music is wonderful. You can go to starboardquest.com and listen to it.
It's
But I'm
phenomenal.
excited about that because him and I are going to do that.
When are
And
you doing that? When are you doing the show?
we don't know. We're going to set it. We're going to have a little meeting here about it and try to set up some different angles and the music and
Very
all that. And so we'll let
You're
you
gonna
know
get
though for sure.
fancy.
Huh?
You're gonna get fancy.
Oh, we're going to get fancy. But you can go to starboardquest.com and check out his. He had an interview with Paul McCartney, or he got to talk to Paul McCartney, and he's his idea about music and how spiritual it is just amazing. So I'm looking forward to that in 2022.
That's awesome. We
Back
will
to
look
him.
forward to it. Make sure you
Yeah.
advertise it and let us know.
Yeah.
I don't want to brag, but back in the 70s, I saw God.
Yeah.
Oh my
You were on the
God.
Starboard Quest, weren't you?
I didn't.
Yeah.
If he keeps it up, he's going to see God tonight.
And the Holy Ghost. Ha!
Oh, we got to for that.
Map it, has fun.
I'm eating
doubts
shrimp.
about it.
Yeah.
And
I
tomorrow
bet you
night,
did,
Doc
Barry.
and I are going to be on too, right?
Tomorrow?
Right.
Tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I hope for 2022 that we do more Sasquatching.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
me too.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Me too.
And
Thank
ghost
you.
hunting.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Normally, I would really dislike that term, but tonight I love
Yeah, I do too. But tonight it'll be okay because it means we can drink.
it. That's right.
I haven't seen Stephanie drinking yet. What are you doing, Steph? You're lagging behind there, dear.
I think she's frozen on our screen.
yeah, she had a full,
No.
she had a full glass.
Uh-oh.
about
Do you
empty
need to
now.
refill it?
She's
Yeah, I
drinking
was
that
gonna go grab something.
Traverse City whiskey.
Oh no, this is
the
just
show to do that on.
Martinelli's apple cider.
So if
Hey, if for
anybody
no
is still with us,
If no other reason than you want to see a pretty girl, then that's when you should go on Haunted Diary Communion. You look stunning,
Oh,
my
thank you.
gosh, didn't she?
Stephanie.
I
Yes.
mean, she's beautiful anyways, but
Right, but she was all dolled up for Christmas.
yes.
Yep.
Yes. And Michelle, yes, you need to come to Michigan soon.
But I would
It's about
suggest
it.
you don't come now because it's very cold, honey, and I know you live in a
You might
warmer
like
climate.
that.
So
You can come to Texas.
Yeah, it's hot in Texas.
It is hot, but it's going to go down to 50s
20s.
tomorrow. Or
Yeah,
no,
okay.
Sunday. Tomorrow it's going to be 70s.
Yeah,
yeah, we're gonna get cold here too. It's 11 and 10 at night. So,
Yeah, I don't miss that. No, don't miss
I'll
it.
stay quarantined.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, there's some things you actually do miss. Like, it is kind of nice to snuggle down when there's a snowstorm going on. But then again, you have to worry about power going out, especially in Houghton Lake, it seems like.
Yeah, we've had it already a few times.
If Mariah breathes too heavy on the wires here, it goes out.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's worse in Houghton Lake always.
You know what it is?
I don't know why.
Why? I don't have the damn money to change the transformers because they're old and they need to change them.
My cat's trying to get in this shrimp.
I thought
I guess that would make sense then, wouldn't it? Yeah.
The vortex,
no, it's just money. We don't have any money.
Probably ghost.
So, viewers, we're sitting here yakking about all kinds of things. Is there anything you would like us to talk about tonight?
Well, Michelle says that she wouldn't leave Texas. I think everybody might have left us.
Oh, we're going to, Michelle, we're going to go on to, we're going to go to Big Bend, Texas. Then we're going on to New Mexico, Arizona, and hopefully California.
I want to know when you guys are going to talk about ghosts.
Oh, actually, there's one I'm really sorry that we missed because we were up by Texarkana.
Yeah.
And I read about it today. Ghost monkeys.
She said it. Drink.
Yeah, there's supposed to be ghost monkeys up there.
Well, think about it. Every living creature has a soul, right?
Right.
So, I mean, I've had a cat rub against me, my old cat that passed away. Spooky was her name.
Right.
But I don't know what monkeys are doing in Texas.
Well, it was a circus train accident.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So it's kind of like the Goatman Bridge, only it's monkeys.
Monkeys, yep.
Monkey Man Bridge.
Yeah.
And then the one here that we'll try to get to before we leave is the hanging tree. That was during the Mexican War where they hung people.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to get to the hanging tree and do Echo Box and EVPs.
Well, I've got these two cases that came into the store. A lady from Lake City and her two daughters. They're in college and they're older. They're all educated people. They have a house that, they're seeing full apparitions, shadow people. Things are coming up missing. One gal had to switch bedrooms because she's can't sleep, hearing voices and dreams. And of course, the father did not believe in any of it. And then lo and behold, he saw a full apparition. And for the next 4 days, he had to have his wife take him to the bathroom and, be outside the door. So now he believes. And I told her we would get to that when, later on, because they're doing a lot of remodeling right now and it's an old, very old house. Now, a lady came into yesterday, and I talked to you about it, guys, earlier. She moved here from Washington State, and she's got a house that she said is kind of difficult to get to in the wintertime. So she's out in the middle of nowhere, and state land's all around her. But there's all kinds of things going inside and outside of the house. Things coming up missing, and nobody will stay at the house. Nobody will spend the night there. And, she's a pretty spiritual girl. She knows what's going on. And she showed me these footprints coming out of the woods and then going to the house and back to the woods. And they look very weird. I talked to you about them. Some of them look, like I said, the state of Florida. But there's no toes and no tracks and no treads. It's very interesting. So she's having dreams about faces in the woods. Now, I know in that area between Roscommon and Gaylor or Grayling, back in the 60s, there was a big covenant up in that area. And so I'm interested if it was there. I don't know exactly where it was at, but it was in that area.
A big what?
Big white
covenant.
Oh,
okay.
In the 60s, a lot of Wiccans were up there and dancing around naked. I don't know what they were doing, but they were having a good time.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
No, it's
that's a good thing.
Sounds like one of our Sasquatch hunts.
I wasn't old enough to be there. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just curious. She just wants help. She says, I know there's something going on. She's from Washington, and she said that she's had some Bigfoot experiences there, but she knows this isn't Bigfoot. And then she goes, maybe it's Dogman. She was laughing. So I don't know.
All right. You just open your mind. It could be anything,
Yeah.
So
hey, Timmy, we want to say hello to Tim. Tim joined us.
Tim.
Hey, Tim.
But I'm with you, Beth. I want to do some more outdoor, stuff, and I've been looking up these ancient sites in Michigan. Now there's apparently a couple of pyramids up on the Ontonagon River, and they won't let you get to them now. But it had to do with all the copper mining, and but there's some other places. And I was really geeked on going to the Beaver Island Stonehenge thing, but I guess that's owned privately now. But there are some places we can go to and try to, meditate and get our equipment going on these ancient sites and see if we can pull something in Michigan.
Yeah, I think I told you on the feed today that I couldn't believe how many places in Arkansas was Bigfoot this and Bigfoot that and Bigfoot. They're really into Bigfoot in Arkansas. So you probably know more than I do, but are they called Squatch here, or are they called Hairy Man or something?
Well, I'm not sure about that, but I know that between Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, that area up in that area.
Yeah. The Panhandle,
big time Sasquatch sightings and experiences. So yeah, you're right in the heart of that if you're in that area.
And even at the crystal place, which people connect Sasquatch with the crystals. Like I said, I'd be out taking the dogs for a walk, and it was just every night we would do 2 loops around the campground. And I just felt like something was watching us, and the dogs were going crazy. And I don't know. It could have been coyotes. I don't know, but it was creepy.
So Beth was coming back to the RV after being loopy.
Surprise.
But
surprise.
If you read about all your states, Ohio, where you guys are from, and Michigan and Wisconsin, it's amazing to think there's pyramids there, and there was ancient civilizations. Actually, they made Stonehenge things and to figure out the seasons and the zodiac, and so something happened. Obviously, there was some kind of a cataclysm, whether it was a flood or a shift in the earth, or the movement of the Pangea and all the continents separate. And something happened, obviously. But the fact is, even in the Big Traverse Bay, they found these stones with mastodons painted on them or carved on them. Stephanie, you know that. And so there was at one time in this area and everywhere a great civilization that existed. And, they found those pyramids off the coast of Cuba, 400 feet below the sea level, bigger than the ones in Giza. And so what I'm saying is, at one time, the oceans weren't that deep.
Right.
So to travel around the earth wasn't that hard to do. And you could stop off at many islands and many places and get supplies. So that's why
that made me think of something about our travels is, RJ, we come across a lot of petroglyphs.
Petroglyphs, yeah.
And oh my God, if those aren't aliens, I don't know what is.
Right.
I mean, everything is the Star People. Everything about it.
Yep.
You can't look at some of those without going, okay, they had something coming out of the sky. They had people coming out of the sky.
Yeah.
Well,
what I'm getting this picture of when I'm doing my research is this, we all love Atlantis, right? And we should, because they were a great civilization, but they kind of messed up. The ego took over, and Atlantis, you can't picture it as some little tiny island somewhere. It was a great civilization, as Lemuria was too, on this planet. But they messed up, and
where'd Dad go?
Lost
we lost him.
Yeah. Anyway, they were the first ones to, kind of screw it up and have a war. And they attacked Lemuria. And ever since that war, there's been revenge after revenge after revenge after revenge. So we've got to right that and get that back to normal. So as great as Atlantis was, and Lemuria was very beautiful, something happened. They were having contact with extraterrestrials all the time, coming and going. But, the extraterrestrials laughed and the technology took over. And things went sour. And since then, we've trying to right this timeline and trying to get back to where we were before that time. And I'm talking about probably starting 30,000 years ago up to the cataclysm and the floods and the ice age and all that. So
it's so funny because in Arkansas, we heard a lot about the Lemurians.
Yeah.
And them seeding the area for the crystals.
Yes. And they have lines in them, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The ones that the record keepers.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of funny because we'd hear about them all the time, and so this all is about a circle. Everything's a circle.
It is, and the Mayans knew that. Obviously, they were the record keepers, and of course, the 2012 thing. It's the reason it stopped then because there's a new beginning coming, and we're in control of our timeline, but everybody's watching from outside. You just can't land on the White House lawn and say, "Oh, we're going to make it right." That wouldn't be right because you can't do that. We have to do it ourselves.
Somebody take a moment and read Michelle's. Can anyone read it? Or you want me to read it?
Yeah.
I can't.
This year I'm focusing on psychometry, which will serve me well on my ghostly adventures. Ghostly.
Oh,
thank you,
Michelle.
Michelle.
You better be having your drink up there, girl.
So, any late people, when the word ghost is said, you take a drink.
We take a drink.
I'd like to tell a little story about Michelle. She can see auras.
Yes.
And we were doing our flower of life, which we should get into a little later. Chakras and colors.
Hey,
and,
Sabrina. Sorry.
She came up to me and showed me I'm probably an alien because I had 3 chakras that were metal looking, and I could show my colors. And I have not forgot that. I took that to heart, and appreciate that, Michelle. So
yeah,
she's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Sabrina, thanks for joining us.
Happy New Year.
Terry, I'm lost. Well, if anyone could comfort her during this time, it's you two.
I think she wrote that while RJ was talking about the woman that came in the store.
Yeah.
So
about
Terry,
who?
That's right. The woman that's having all the experiences.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thanks, Terry. I'm a little behind, I think.
Well, yeah, that was, a while ago.
Yeah.
But everybody got talking.
Oh, yeah. Terry said yes.
Okay.
So I want to ask everybody,
Thank you,
have you guys been having a little difficult with days and time and kind of like, have you?
With
You're
what?
Days.
You think it's
Oh, my
Thursday?
God. I thought it was because we were traveling.
No, it's because we're making this shift, and when you get into a different higher dimension, time is different. So I've been having a crazy time with it, and I'm thinking it's Thursday, but it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's not because I'm old. Okay.
Couldn't be that.
Oh, fuck.
The
Anyway,
higher
Couldn't be that.
dimensions, time is totally different.
yeah, time is just changing for everybody. I've talked to a lot of people come in the store and the same thing, and it is shifting. It is shifting. So be aware of it, and it's nothing to freak out about. It's going to happen. So
Yeah. Well, it is happening. I mean, since my feelings, and I'd love to hear what everybody else thinks, since mainly like 2016, the age of Aquarius started kicking in.
Mhm.
And, this past year, it's really, but we're seeing it, Beth, but we're no longer dawning on the age of Aquarius. We're there. And it's a whole different frequency. So the shift that we're all feeling, the difference in the weather and the difference in the time and all of that. Yeah, we have global warming too, but, a lot of that is that shift.
The Aquarians are considered the scientists of the zodiac. And what this means to me is that we are going to experience new technologies coming in. How we interpret them and how we develop them is totally up to us. But there's an opportunity for new technology to come in that will definitely change our lives, like free energy and new medical and new healing and new stuff that's there for us to take advantage of, cleaning the planet
Somebody
up.
say ghost.
Clean the planet up.
Did he say ghost? You said it.
I said it. I said ghost.
So
Beth said it and you said it.
Sorry, OJ.
I feel like a ghostly part of myself.
Oh!
Michelle says, my meditation message today was about making time our own. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we've been so conditioned to live according to
the clock,
human time.
Yeah.
We're the only ones that developed this time thing, because we have to wake up at a certain time and be at work at a certain time and be in school at a certain time. And
that's a third dimensional reality.
Right. Yeah. But, look around. The animals don't do that. I mean, they do. It's instinct for them.
Well, for them, it's the sun and,
for us, it could be that as well.
Yeah.
We're all on our own, like our boys, they're night people. They would rather wake up at 7 at night and stay up all night and then go to bed at 7 in the morning.
Okay, so this brings us to a subject that Deb, you and I talked about for a while, and Stephanie and I both talked about. So I'm kind of curious if the men are feeling it too. It's about we want this year to be not just about serving everybody else, but also self-care. Like, we're feeling a little bit empty because we're giving and giving and giving.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just the women thing, the female energy, or whether it's everybody who feels like the balance of give and take is off and we're feeling pretty empty. Does anybody else out there feeling that?
Well, let me say this, that the female energy is all about giving and giving and giving, always. And it's been suppressed for a very long time. So the female energy is returning to this planet to balance this male energy that has been in control for a very long time. And the male energy has not done a good job. It was suppressed for some reason. So the giving thing is a female energy for sure. And yeah, it's time for the female energy to take back what are you laughing at?
I love Michelle to pieces.
So what I'm saying is, it's trying to get a balance now of this female male energy, and the male giving up power, the female gaining some power to balance it back. And you're correct, Beth. I mean, the female energy.
I know a lot of us women are feeling drained.
Right.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
a little taken advantage of, and a little, and maybe it's our age too, but Stephanie's not of our age. Like, there's an unbalance of the female and male energy. That's the only way I can put it.
Well, you can
And
imagine.
I'm sure the males feel it too, because you're both female and male, so you should be feeling the imbalance too.
And you can imagine Stephanie living with Daniel. Hey, get that camera, do this, do that. I mean, I just can imagine. Shit. Anyway, I'm just kidding. He's very demanding.
And making you sit in the woods.
Yeah.
In the cemetery.
With coyotes.
Yeah. Oh, so Michelle says, yes, I bet even ghosts are feeling that way.
Oh,
Terry's not here.
Obviously.
and Terry says yes. Not enough to give. Yes.
Yeah.
And we got to realize, and I do know because I tell people this all the time, we can only fill our own tanks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We can't expect anybody else to do it.
Yeah.
But we have to learn that word. That word is not a bad word. The word is no.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
No, I won't. No. We can say no.
Well, you can say also,
We don't
hey,
need to.
I don't agree with you. This is how I feel. You know?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Or I need.
Oh,
Have some feelings, mister. So that kind of thing. So
Mhm.
Deb and I have not had a problem with that.
right.
No, we're getting
I
better.
know.
We team up. We're getting better at this.
I'm married to her.
I know. And
And that's-
Barry's married to me, poor man.
And that's why I married her. So
Stephanie's so sweet. She's finding her voice, though. I'm so proud of her. She's
I am
finding her
too.
voice.
I don't remember. We
You
were
know
doing. What were we doing?
if I met
Stephanie?
Stephanie and Allie, I would not mess with her.
No, I imagine that if she gets
She is
pissed
so
off,
sweet.
you don't want
Yeah.
to mess with her.
But she said something one time to. Were we doing a Zoom or something?
I think it was just you and I talking on
And-
Messenger.
And you said something to Daniel.
Oh, that's right. That was when we were at your place for the Halloween special.
I was so excited. I mean, I wanted to throw a freaking party. But Stephanie found her voice.
Yeah. Getting
She has
there.
found her voice.
Yes, I'm so proud of you. You know, but I was going to say, women, and especially as older women, but also the younger women, I see it in my daughter as well, you know, were brought up to serve
Yes.
and to be
Like
obedient.
I told you the story about my grandma who always ate the back of the chicken, and she always said she liked it
No.
because that's all she would get.
I want to go back to what Barry said one time, is that we need to listen to our younger people. I think Stephanie has a lot to teach us.
Yes, I would, and that's why I want her to speak more. And she is. She's
Well,
starting to.
Yeah, we just got to open that little throat shocker there.
Mhm.
She's
But she-
doing it.
But I guarantee you, there's a lot of knowledge in that being right there
Right.
that can teach
And
us.
by God, we're leaving this world for her, for them. So,
She's probably saying thanks a lot.
yeah, sorry about that, Steph.
We're trying to make it better and pave the way.
But
Yeah.
does it make you feel good that there's, people still young that are old and knowledgeable that, are going to be here? So, and that's not guaranteed, right, Steph? We don't know. But
Right.
what I'm saying is you're not young. You're a very old soul.
Yeah.
In a young body. So,
Yeah, I've always felt that way.
yeah.
That's why
Okay,
she's
what are we
one
at?
of the
12
voice of the
minutes
elders.
before midnight for you guys?
Yep.
Okay, so I think we have time to talk about my favorite subject, which I will get on my soapbox, is ego.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
You guys, you younger apprentices, I love you. Watch your ego. Watch your ego. The ego is your enemy in a lot of ways. Yes, it keeps you safe. Yes, it keeps you from harm.
That
But
goes for
my
all of us.
gosh, spirit, the creator, the universal energy, whatever you feel that you believe in, that's what gets credit, not you.
Exactly.
I can't take it anymore of these young people that we are mentoring that all of a sudden their ego explodes and it's
And
all about
not
them.
only younger people.
Yeah, you're
yeah.
right. You are absolutely
Yeah,
right.
it's not just young people. It's all kinds
When
of
that
people, all
ego
ages.
gets to the point that any of us think that we're above anybody else, it's too big.
No, it's not even that. It's this. Once the internal dialogue controls your voice, and it was set there to, in a third dimensional world, to kind of keep us in check, so we could talk to ourselves. But we started worshiping it, the voice in our head. So we all have it, and we meditate, we can get rid of it. And when we meditate, when you don't have that voice talking to you all the time, you actually see the real picture. So, the ego is, it's, I didn't even want to say it's good, and it's not. And once we get rid of that in the higher dimensions, we won't have it. We won't have the ego. We'll be all on the same page. And we'll actually listen to people instead of ourselves. And we'll be able to communicate better.
Right.
And, it's fucked up.
It is. It is. But I
You
know
put it
what,
just
I know
like
what
I wanted
Beth is
to say
talking
it.
about.
Can I say that?
Because-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our show. It's our network. Yeah. It's fucked up.
So, yeah, we all have it, and we all have to check it, and we all have to realize that's not us talking to ourselves,
Right.
and we do it all the time.
And-
And Kathy, we're very proud of you for finding that voice and speaking up.
Uh-huh.
Kudos
Yeah.
and Happy New Year.
And she said ghost a minute ago. Michelle did. So we got to drink.
Yeah, I was going to show that next. You all will
Okay.
still be guiding us when you are the ghost. Ghost.
Yeah.
That means drink.
And we will be. That's what one of the last gathering I said, remember, we will be talking to you guys from the other side.
Now, I'm going to tell you what,
Right.
Michelle lives in
Yeah.
Kentucky. I bet she's got some good Kentucky whiskey going on there.
I bet she does. Yeah.
So
But I do hear
people
what
that are
you're saying.
young in the metaphysical field, or I don't even know how to put it, please, 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 please realize that all of our energy, all of our love, all of the things that we have to be grateful for come through us. We are the telephone. We give homage to spirit, to universal energy, to all those things. It's not about us. Please don't make it about you. Please
Right.
don't do that.
Right. And when
It's not, and I say this for you as well, because you will have such a bad fall if you continue to claim it as your own.
and you hurt other people.
Right.
That's Beth, I know where you're coming from. We've had a lot of talks about
I
this
know
because it's kind of what we do. We mentor, we're in that crone stage, and that's what we're supposed to do, is help and teach and work with. And that's not saying that we're better. We just have that wisdom and experience. So, we get young people who want to just trample and say, oh no, I'm not going to do it your way. I'm going to do it this way. And my way's better. And I'm going to put everybody else down.
And take credit. I mean,
Right.
every time I have somebody come say to me, your reading was amazing, I got to tell you why this happened. I'm like, honey, I was the telephone.
Yeah.
I was only
don't
the
take
telephone.
Spirit.
Please give credit to Spirit. Spirit spoke to you through me, and I'm grateful that they used me as that channel.
Yeah.
But it wasn't me. I don't even remember the reading at all.
Right.
But
And
I
it
wanna
was
re-
Spirit.
yeah,
Give Spirit the credit.
I want to remind that, whatever age you are, one of the great quotes that I take from Jesus, not a religious thing, was that we will not enter the kingdom of heaven unless we are like a child. And that means that we have to be open always with that amazement of a child to learn. We got to be open to learn everything.
Always learning.
And you can be wise, but if what Kansas in their song said, if I claim to be a wise man, it surely means that I don't know. So we always, no matter what age, we have stuff to learn and things to everybody has their journey, and everybody starts out in this three-dimensional world, forgetting, because that's what you do in the three-dimensional world. When you're born into this world three-dimensional, you forget. There's a reason for that, because if you knew, you would have an advantage over everybody else. You slowly start to remember the higher dimensions, where you came from. But
Right.
It's like this: young or old, there's very wise young people and very not wise old people that have not learned. So, regardless of the age, the thing about it is, yes, we have to be humble to it. We have to understand that, we're all learning on this plane of existence. And
that's a great segue because we're 5 minutes away from 2022, guys.
Wow.
I think we should hear from the youth of the group on her thoughts.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to talk.
And what she would like to leave behind. And I know she already said what she thinks for 2021, but I just want to hear some wise words from our youth. Stephanie.
I think that I'm really just going to continue to work on myself, my strength, like we talked about with finding your voice and stuff. And I've never had a voice. And I was talking to my sister earlier about a conversation Daniel and I had about finances. We don't share a bank account, we don't share finances, but we always, if I'm short, he picked up the slack. If he's short, I pick up the slack. And we had a conversation about that. I said I never would have been able to do that in my previous marriage. Like I didn't have that choice. I didn't have that, I don't want to do this because, and it was kind of an eye-opening moment, talking to her about that. So I think just continuing to get stronger in myself, to know what I need to be and who I need to be and get to that point.
And
listen, I know there's only 4 minutes left, so this is a pretty loaded question, but what have we failed you in, and what are you hopeful about?
Who are you talking about? We, though, like you personally?
Our generation, our generations.
Talking about my generation.
And it's okay. Be brutally honest.
I don't know. I think, it's kind of a nationwide thing now where it's coming out, all the, well, back in my day, blah, blah, blah. Well, things weren't great. So that's nothing really to brag about. And maybe things worked back then, but they're not working now with the world we're in now. So I think we need to stop looking at what were things like in 1950 and think, what are things like right now? We can't go back.
Absolutely.
So there's no point in saying, well, back in my day, I could go to Harvard with one job and, well, great. Now you can't.
I walk through snow both ways, uphill.
Yeah.
I walk to school with no shoes.
It's true. Back in our day, things were different, and that world doesn't exist anymore.
Exactly.
That's the problem, So it's, we can talk about the good. We can talk about the good old days. But these are the good old days, to quote Carly Simon.
2 more minutes before we go to, Happy New Year. What can we do? What can us elders do to help you? I know that's a loaded question.
Just
send more money.
It is. I mean, it's hard. It's really up to the people in power, and that's such a small group of people. And when they have that power, they don't want to let go of it.
Yeah.
And it becomes an ego thing where they know what's best. Look at me, I'm a billionaire. I must know what I'm doing. I must know what's best. Otherwise, I wouldn't be this successful.
So I think you say people like me and Barry is protest, write letters? What would you say?
Yeah, activism is the best thing you can do is, use your voice to make things better, and I'm doing that for Madison's generation. We're all working for the following generations behind us. So I think if you have access to any way to use your voice to help,
I think you're wiser beyond your years, my dear.
What's that?
You're wiser beyond your years, my dear.
Because I have good mentors.
We are ready. We are ready for the countdown, guys.
Ooh.
We are.
Where'd I go?
Uh-oh. Beth. There she went.
Here, I better get another drink.
And we are at less than a minute. I don't know the seconds. Let me see if I can bring it up on my phone, but it's going to be midnight anytime.
Houston, we have a countdown.
Yeah, let me get to New York time zone.
It is New Year's, everybody.
Is it?
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Ghost or no ghost, we're drinking. Beth and Barry will be back, and the show will go on. The ball has dropped.
Yep. Oh,
And
my
Paul is
mom's
back.
birthday now.
Wow,
Ooh.
awesome.
Yeah.
Whose
Well,
birthday?
it's my mom.
Aw,
So I
happy
always
birthday
call her
to
at
you.
midnight our time, which is 9:00 her time,
Oh,
and tell
yeah.
her happy birthday from the future.
Aw.
That's cool.
That is cool. So if you need to step out for a moment and call mom, feel free.
I'm gonna see if
I don't
she's
know
even
where
awake.
Well, you've got 3 hours, right?
Yeah, exactly. I know she won't be awake at midnight, so.
Yeah, normally my phone is ringing at this time too, but my mom used to always call me at midnight,
Oh yeah.
and she's gone.
I have a message from Stephanie that says it doesn't give me a way to leave a comment. So here
Yeah, I
is
was trying to put the link for my haunted diary page, but I don't have a box where it will let me type a comment. I think because I don't have an account to log into.
oh shit.
So I think I need to do that before we do another one of these, make an account.
Okay. So did you put it on?
I put it on the private chat part.
Okay, let me. Oh. No, I don't see it.
I actually hear fireworks going off.
Yeah, I hear it too. Oh boy, our poor doggies. Okay, I don't see it, Stephanie. But until Beth and Barry get back here, I wanted to talk before midnight
That might be
about a
next
little
year.
thing I used to do, and I forgot. Before midnight, a lot of us in the family or in my group would just write down things from the previous year that we were ready to let go of. Things that we had happened through the year that we didn't want to take with us into a new year, or parts of ourselves that we didn't want to take into the new year. And then at midnight, we'd put them all in a fire,
Mm-hmm.
send them up in smoke. But we would also write things, there they are, that we did want to bring into the new year. That's kind of an idea for other people.
You know,
Happy
I,
belated New Year.
So you guys took off, had a little private time.
I don't know what happened there. I didn't even kiss my husband. Kiss my husband. Oh, geez.
oh, you're echoing.
Someone's volume is turned up.
Yeah, he just turned it down
You know,
because we were
oddly
trying to
enough-
figure out what was going on. We don't know why we disappeared.
Oddly
Mary
enough,
blamed me, but it's okay.
oddly
I
enough,
blame
Deb,
her because she touched the phone and went clear out of.
oddly
She was
enough,
trying to-
Deb,
We'll
that-
talk about that
uh,
She
later.
was trying to see the time and yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
You are way clear off the screen, honey.
I was going to say, oddly enough, Debbie, you have not been on that list since 2016.
What was that?
I said, oddly enough, you have not been on that list.
Happy
since 2016.
New Year, Uncle Butch. Sabrina,
I'm-
Happy New Year. Okay, you know what? We're only at 11 o'clock in Texas, so I'm asking future people, how was 2022?
Hey, it's ghostly. Happy New Year.
Honey, we are still in 2021. Isn't this weird?
This is
And
weird.
you're in 2022.
Well,
That
while
is
you're
so
gone,
weird.
Stephanie's
What's
going to
the-
tell you her mom's birthday story again.
Yeah. What's the future like, RJ?
I've got to wear shades.
It's so
What?
bright. I gotta wear shades because it's so bright.
I'm sorry.
No,
Who
go
did you
ahead.
say had to tell us our
Yeah.
story?
Steph does.
Stephanie
Steph
has
was
something to tell us.
Oh,
Tell you
Steph.
guys. She told us. But it's so cool.
It's my
Steph, tell
mom's
me.
birthday today. January 1st is my mom's birthday. So I always call her at midnight our time because it's 9 o'clock her time. And I say, I'm calling to say happy birthday from the future.
Well, you know how I always talk about future Beth.
Mm-hmm.
I do my dishes the night before because I worry about future Beth getting up to a dirty kitchen. So that helps me a lot, you guys. I'm not kidding you. I know you think it's like silly.
No, I'm texting.
But it's not silly. It's like it makes me feel less taken advantage of because I'm doing it for me, not for everybody else. Does that make sense?
At midnight last night, our son and girlfriend decided to cook dinner from 12 to 12:30 in the morning. I had the dishes done, so the future doesn't matter. So you try to be in the future here, but it doesn't happen. So
no, because the future RJ helped them out because the dishes were done and they didn't have to deal with that.
and I had to do the dishes in the future past and today.
I know. I get you. I feel you. I feel you.
So
you have
and
a
like
request.
scooping the poop out of the cat box. The cats don't care that it's future Beth.
No.
They don't care. I get it. But it does help me. It helps me. It helps motivation for me. It helps me not to feel resentful that I'm doing it for everybody else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Michelle says, I'd love to hear RJ's numerology for 2022.
Me too.
All right. So look at the numbers 2022. That adds up to 6. Now, 5 was last year. That means all kinds of crazy shit going on, unexpected heavy. But this year, it's all about finding balance and harmony and love. It's all about being responsible. It's all about helping people out because the 6 loves to help people out, especially the people who don't have anything. It's all about family and friends and counseling. People are going to come to you and want counseling, and so it's going to be a better year for sure. It's going to be more balanced, harmony year for all of us, and just remember that the 6 is very idealistic. It's not going to be idealistic, but it's about being respectful and to others. Everything can't turn out perfectly. 6 wants it perfect, but it never happens that way. But if people come to you for counsel and wanting something, help them, but don't help those who won't help themselves. Okay, so they'll take advantage of you. The 6 is a very sensitive number, and we always try to do the right thing, but it doesn't work out that way all the time. But it's going to be a better year, a better harmony, a better balance, a better. We're going to seek those things in love and balance and harmony, and we're going to. This is the year to help people and help yourselves. So I see a great future ahead of us. I really do, and the following year is going to be followed by a lot of spiritual opening, a lot of spiritual awakening in faith. So we're headed in the right direction. Trust me. Just hang in there. All right.
I love it, but I want to enter. How about let's make sure that we put the oxygen mask over our own face first before we help others.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's, like I said, it's finding balance and harmony and love within yourself first. And,
right.
And not going out of your way to somebody comes and wants to take advantage of you. I need your help. Well, what are you willing to do to help yourself? That's that's the best counseling you can give them. Okay. Hey, what are you willing to do for yourself? If you're willing to do this, then I'll help you. But if you're not willing to do this, I'm not gonna. I've got my own thing going on. I'm not gonna take all my energy and my time to put it on you when this year I need to find my own.
Right.
That was great words there about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier too, about, coming into this year, especially as women, honoring ourselves more and doing, thinking of our own wants, our own needs, rather than, we were just so designed to think of it what everybody else needs. So yeah, that's great advice.
And Michelle, I so agree. I'm almost embarrassed to say I've been writing a book for 8 years that I have not released, and it is about, you already know the answer. You don't need us.
Right.
And it's like shooting yourself in the foot. I'm like shooting myself in the foot because I want to teach you to trust your own intuition, to trust what you already know within yourself. When you come to Deb and I, you just want to hear what you already know.
They want confirmation because they don't trust themselves.
Yeah.
You know what? You are an intuitive. You know your own path, and you need to start trusting it. And yes, I just really believe that we have been taught through religious things that we shouldn't trust that intuition. We shouldn't trust our insight, and we gotta reverse that.
Yeah.
Start trusting that you already know what your soul is yearning for, what your soul is meant to be doing in this lifetime.
Yeah.
You need to trust it and go with it. Yes, even Deb and I need consultation from now and then. I'm not saying that you don't need to hear validation, but start trusting that gut feeling more and more and more.
Yeah, and this is the thing about you guys. You're always giving out, what you give out, but there comes a point where you need to turn to your own selves and hear your guides and hear what you need to do next. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your own life. And we all came here to serve. We all came here to try to make things better. But we're going through a transition, and and that means that we need to listen to our own personal stuff and how we can advance and evolve and ascend with our own stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think we can help other people better by being the example, by finding our voice, by using our voice, by taking care of ourselves and helping them to see too that that's okay. It's okay to take care of yourself.
Now, I want you to know you guys signed up for this, so don't stop doing it.
No. No.
But as we come to our transitioning period, there are other things we can do, and we want to experience what we want to do. So it's okay. You guys can,
Excuse me.
You can stop doing that, and you can start ascending on your own and finding out new information. Like I said, you will not enter the heavens unless you're like a child. So start learning more stuff. Start doing stuff you want to do and experience the stuff you want to do, and that's perfectly fine. It's okay. So just do it.
So I want to read what Sabrina said. And she said, there's a lot of positive energy when people give and help others out. In any way someone can show love and caring, appreciation, because none is promised for tomorrow. That is so true.
Amen. Amen.
And,
well said, Sabrina. Yeah.
I think the impact that all of you have meant to my life, and at an elder age, and that we all met at this time and this point, and I'm so blessed that I've met all of you people, and it's helped me to evolve to where I wanted to go because, there was a time I wasn't evolving. So I knew it was there, and you guys have all helped me to evolve. And I told you this before. You guys came to a Sunday gathering, and RJ, you said, I feel you have more to say. And I said, you opened up a can of worms here because I eventually started saying it. But you were right, absolutely right. So, and so,
we love you both, you know that, and
well, I love all you guys.
I'm so happy that Stephanie is on here tonight because she's our future.
Well, I mean, not only that, when Daniel and her are what they're doing keeps me energized, keeps me going.
Right.
I just feel that passion, and it's amazing that we all work together and we all have ideas, and we don't work together enough, but what we do is truly a blessing.
And we will, RJ. I think a lot of us, let's be honest, I feel like a lot of us do not want to put more on your guys' plate because you guys have taken on so much, which is very admirable.
Well, no.
So we don't want to put more on your plate. Does that make sense?
Well, that's true. But what you guys do for us is get us away from the table so we don't have to stare at a fucking plate. Okay. So
it's so funny. We saw the lottery that was really high, and I'm like, what would I do? Well, I'd buy RJ and Deb this cool custom van where so they could travel around, and because he doesn't like to fly, and they could go. And we would love that. Probably give Stephanie and them this RV because we'd have to get $1 million one, of course. And it's so funny how we're all connected. Yeah. And we all
very connected.
We don't see something happening to us without it seeing happening to you.
Yeah.
As well.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good and bad.
Yeah. So
because I know when we hurt, you hurt.
Yeah, and we just can't give up hope about our lives and our direction. We got to keep going there, and eventually it just, whether it's here or there, it doesn't matter. We're going to be connected, and we're going to be together, and it's just amazing. I love it.
Well, I know that we probably seem like you have no things to worry about, but it's so amazing to us that we see you guys raising your grandchildren, which could have been us very easily.
But you guys wouldn't want to raise us, so.
I didn't mean raise us.
I don't know. That might be fun.
And we see Stephanie and Daniel with, blended family, which we understand that, and it's not always easy.
Right. And
we just, our hearts, we wish we could fix it, but we can't. And
well, this is the thing. It's coming, and it's going to be there. And don't give up hope. And no matter,
oh, I don't.
If we have to, go see places with a walker or whatever, we're going to do it. So it's going to happen. But
we'll get an RV big enough for about 5 or 6 rascals, right?
Right. Well, I want to invent a walker with a sidecar on it. So
there you go.
So anyway, it's going to happen. Just hang in there. You're paving the path for us, and we're going to be there. And it's
I'm always torn because I don't want to put shit on the Facebook that says, "Oh, look at us, we're having fun."
Why?
With the balance of the people that never get to, I want to give them that experience. I want to, as much as I can, give them that experience.
No, never feel guilty about what you're doing, you guys. You're
right. We travel through you.
Yeah, we travel through you, and what you're doing is amazing. I'm happy for you, and trust me, we'll be there. It's just we just got to hang in there.
Yeah, and that kind of goes back to
But I want everybody to understand our lives are not happy and sunshine, right? We have issues. We have children that have issues that we
Right.
want to help. We have breakdowns. We aren't rich, so we're trying to boondock and do all that stuff as much as possible.
I know.
So
I've been
we
trying to borrow
cringe
money
at
from
the
you guys forever.
we
I'm
cringe at the fuel pumps every time we go.
Yeah.
And I want people to understand this isn't like put it in your face. It's I want to invite you in. I wish you were here with us. I wish everybody could experience what we're experiencing.
So
that's
let
And
me
that's why
say,
we live in a mobile home. We
I
don't
know.
live in a big Tudor house that we have to pay this big ass mortgage on. We have a mobile home that we've paid for, and that's why we can travel.
It's a big
So there
ass
you go.
home. It's a
so
big
if
ass
people
home.
are jealous, or people say, "Oh, you're just rubbing that in my face. Oh, good for you." Things like that. To me, that's ego,
Yeah.
and that's not being happy in your own life. If
I
we can
don't,
be
Deb, I
happy
don't know
for
those
other
people that
people,
say that. I feel it. I feel like I want to be careful
but you
of people
share
thinking
your
that.
joy. People need you to share that.
Yeah.
Well, if I hit the
Seriously.
lottery, I'm going to buy you all a spaceship. So
Oh,
fuck the motorhome.
no,
We're going
no,
to be flying
no,
around the planet.
no,
Kathy said
no.
good
Send
night.
Barry. I'm not getting on the damn spaceship no more than you would be.
Good night,
I
Kathy.
will stay
Remember
on
you.
Earth
Happy New Year.
while he does his thing. I'm no different than you with flying. I'm not going in that spaceship, baby.
Well, in the spaceship you have gravity, so you're not like floating around. So
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go?
I'll go if there's no windows.
Oh, because you don't
Okay.
want to see the crash.
Or if somebody says ghost a lot.
Oh,
hey,
ghost.
about time. Whew.
I'm empty.
Although
Oh, no.
Nicole said
Stephanie,
she's
you're
with
so
us for
quiet.
sure.
What else you gotta say, Stephanie?
It's because she doesn't interfere like I do.
I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what the year holds for us. We have plans.
What?
We have individual plans. We have plans as a group, plans as a family. So I'm excited just to see how it all plays out.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, Stephanie, you went to Red Rock, right? Or
Yes,
how'd you like it?
it was amazing. It was such, to experience High Lung in a place like that was just, it blew me away. And it was such a beautiful place, such a great place to, the whole trip was a great connection to nature. Like I just felt it. You know, we went hiking and I'm up in the mountains and I'm climbing rocks and I'm jumping from one spot to another, and we hiked 4 miles and I was fine. And I'm texting my friend who is my provider, my, primary care provider. And I'm like, oh yeah, we just went on a hike and like my heart rate isn't racing and I don't feel out of breath. And this trail barely qualified as a hiking trail. Like we're climbing over rocks and stuff to stay on the trail. And she's like, you're the only person in the world who could go to a higher elevation and not be out of breath and not have your heart racing.
Oh, wow. That's for you. And you
That's
got to dance with
amazing.
aliens and stuff, you know?
Oh, it was amazing. The people that sat behind us were from Michigan.
Right.
And it was just an amazing experience. And I don't know if Dan told you, but we're going to see them again in September at the Masonic Temple in Detroit.
Oh,
Cool.
What is the date on that?
I think it's the 10th.
I'm gonna buy tickets.
Good. We'll meet up
10th
there.
of what?
September.
September.
Yeah. So we're going to a concert, honey,
Good.
and we're riding down with them.
And then we can ghost hunt afterwards.
Right.
Ghost.
I
Stephanie
can't
said
go
ghost.
hunt anymore. I'm empty.
Oh, ghost.
So
Our ghost is losing its umph.
Ghost.
yeah, there's exciting things happening for us in the new year, and I want to be a part of all you guys and part of the Haunted Diaries and all your lives. And I can't wait you guys get back in April That's exciting. I thought you guys were going to be down there like July, whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, we got some things coming up, and I think we're all headed in the right direction. And I'm excited. I've been looking up, you know, ancient sites in Michigan, so go check them out and get some EVPs and some, you know, ghost talk stuff and boxes.
Woo!
Yeah. that was not meant to be there. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited about this new year. I really am. I'm happy.
Thank each of you for who you are. Oh, thank you, Uncle Butch. Keep doing what you do. The most important thing that I have learned in my 78 years is that love for each other and all the earth creatures matter most.
Amen.
Beth and Barry, keep June 25th open and try to be close in Cleveland. Oh my God, but Butch, what? What? You can't do that. You can't say that and then not tell me what that is.
He can do what he wants. He's 78 years
You
old.
just did.
Oh my
And
God,
not-
I love him so much.
And not only
My
that,
biggest thing is we're trying to take him and my Uncle John, his brother, who are Vietnam vets. We're trying to take them to Vietnam. And COVID has stopped us for 2 years.
oh yeah, it's probably going to
So
win.
I'm praying that we get to do it in 2022.
But I'll
Yeah,
tell you what,
June 25th.
what he has to say is the most important thing here.
Oh my God, I sat at his feet. I tell you, I sat at his feet.
What an amazing man.
So he
Yeah.
says the love for each other and all other creatures most matter, and that is the most important thing that anybody on this planet can take to heart.
Yep.
Thank you.
And you know what? The trauma that he has endured from
Oh,
Vietnam and other things and has overcome and is still a spiritual being is my
bless
anchor.
him.
He is my anchor. He is my anchor. He is
Now,
my
where'd that
spiritual
mean?
anchor.
Now, who is he to you guys?
He's my uncle. He's my mother's brother.
Okay.
And
We might
so
have
is
to go
my
to
Uncle
Cleveland
John,
on
who
June
is
25th.
his brother. And they're both Vietnam vets, and they sacrificed so much
Yeah.
and have come out to be spiritual, loving people is just amazing to me.
Yeah.
Because what they went through, I can't imagine, and I would imagine I would be bitter,
No,
but they are not.
we could never imagine.
No.
So
Yeah.
Here's to you, Uncle Butch. Happy
Yeah, we don't even need
2022. And thank you for your service.
yep,
Yes.
absolutely.
I second that. Third it.
And we
Yeah,
love
they
you.
weren't welcome the best when they came home.
Oh God, no.
And now we're trying to make up for it. But
Yeah.
our trip to Vietnam, I hope we can do some healing and him and Johnny, his brother, show us the beauty they saw in Vietnam.
Now, if you can get over Thailand, or not Thailand, what's the other one? The island.
Sri Lanka?
No, it starts with a T. Oh my God, I can't remember. I can't believe. Not Taiwan. Anyway, if you can get there, and I'll come over.
That tea place.
It's a very, very spiritual, special place. So, lots.
Well,
of
we have,
Quebec.
as Deb knows, we have a monk, a Buddhist monk in Sri Lanka. That if we go to Vietnam, of course, we're going to have to go to Sri Lanka to see him. That we've dealt with for many years.
Yeah.
And very poor country. Don't even want to get into all that right now, but
Yeah.
That's a whole other show.
yeah, it's a whole nother show.
I want to know.
But
if
we
you
will
had-
get there as well. Thailand, like you said. Yeah, if you go to Vietnam, you might as well go to all those other places.
Now,
Right?
if you had contact with that young gentleman that you met at Standing Rock,
Oh,
Ruben?
Ruben.
yeah,
Not lately. I
No?
don't know what's up with him.
yeah,
Mine too, Michelle.
Oh, love you too, Uncle Butch. Michelle says, thank you for your service. You are, oh, thank you, Michelle. That means so much to my uncle. He is also a, what do you call it? At a, I can't think of words.
What?
DFW post. He is the commander there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about at the post?
yeah.
Yeah.
Post commander.
Yep.
So he helps so many vets that are going through stuff, PTSD or financial issues.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's very giving, very loving.
Yeah.
Nice.
And his daughter works with women that are abused and finding them housing and getting them out of bad situations.
Good
So
for her.
see what your life can do when you like set it in motion. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm so glad he came on tonight, and we love him. So,
He's the best.
yep.
He's the best.
And I'm still thinking about Daniel sleeping. I don't know why.
Oh, you know what? He had 4 days off in December.
That poor guy. He worked so
I'm
hard.
kind of glad that he was sleeping.
What's
I'm
that?
trying to get him to retire.
Really?
Working on it.
Yeah, well,
Like he's even thinking about partial, and I'm like,
Yeah.
partial would be great.
Yeah.
Do partial.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
You know what?
Life
If we
is
don't
short.
talk him into doing stuff like that, we're not going to have him with us.
why?
Sorry, Steph. Sorry. Too much champagne. But honestly, that's what happens, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I worked in General Motors, and so many people I heard that retired, and like 4 months later they were dead. They didn't
You know
to
what?
do.
I don't know anybody in this world that's had more death than Deb. So she knows more than any of us.
There is no true death.
Right. But
Melinda.
you've had a lot of earthly death, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Happy New Year's, my dearest. Melinda.
That's Melinda. And Melinda's been dealing with a lot. Our love, thoughts, and prayers have been with you, girl. Miss you like crazy. Happy New Year. Some of you know her. She was at, you guys should all know her. She was at Michigan UFO Contact.
Did you see Michelle said her mom's a Vietnam vet?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
A vice commander.
Okay.
And her mom's on the other side as well.
Now, who did you say was, what? I missed something.
Melinda.
Where did I see? Why don't I see that?
I
Happy
put
New
it on
Year's,
the
my
screen.
dearest.
You're scrolling. Okay, so I put this on the screen. I did miss that.
She's going to touch that screen again and be gone. I know it.
I know she does that, and then poop, they're gone.
I know. Kathy, good night.
Vice Commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle came to our Flower of Life event.
VP at
Love you, man.
Vice Commander.
That's Michelle.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to you guys about this event, the Flower of Life.
We'll bring back in 2022.
Yes, we should start working on that. Because I'll tell you, it takes a good year to plan an event.
It does.
I think our first Flower of Life we plan in about 3 months.
Right.
And
But
holy cow.
we're going to a not something for income. So forget that.
Yeah,
We're going to something for a a time for us healers, psychics, whatever you want to call us, to have a time of coming together of rest and joining together without public for healing.
Spiritual retreat.
So that's what Flower Life is going to become.
So when you guys get back, I would love to go up there and check it out. And,
I would love for you to do that.
So, yeah, when I definitely feel like we need to continue this. And a gentleman came in the store yesterday, and he's 32 years old, and I told him about it. He's built these med beds, and he wants to go up there. They're healing beds. He wants to go up there and show them. And
okay, what are those? I'm just curious.
Well, it's something you lay on, and it's he was pretty elaborate about it, and I just knew from my heart that it was something. I said, well, we have this thing called the Flower of Life, and I think it would be very appropriate that you brought that there. He says, I don't want to make money off. I just want to heal people. And so I'm curious to what they are. But he was all geeked up and says, man, I can't believe that there's something like this. I could do this and show people what I've made.
So I'm just thinking. I'm sorry.
About this off the air.
Is it like
when we're on the air?
I'm so glad that he's doing that, but I'm trying to imagine it. Is it like a mattress?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. So anyway, I told him what we did and what we do, and he's like, "Oh God, yes, I want to go." So anyway, the thing about it is, we need to get this going again because it was a very wonderful event, and will be in the future. So it was something near and dear to my heart when I first talked to Colleen about it, and I think the things that have happened there, the amazing things that have happened there to people, can't go, unnoticed. So I just want to continue that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that really goes well with the 2012. I mean, 2012. 2022.
I don't want to go back there, please.
2022 theme of self-care, that we can't always just go to events to help others and all that. We need to also have time for ourselves. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, like us doing self-care.
Well, I'm kind of on board with you guys. He's kind of talking to some certain people that are really love it and involved in it, and we go up there and to try to make some plans to go forward this year because it's hard to put this together in such a short notice. But I think we should all go there and invite a few people that have been involved into it, and try to come up with a plan. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to remind people that this is.
If it's not a public event, then we should discuss it not publicly.
Yeah, because I want to, as we're on here talking anyway, I want to tell you that this is a single mom who is putting a farm together that, when we're there, we should offer some help.
Yeah, for sure. We'll talk about that stuff. And look at put that comment up by Michelle again.
Yeah. Okay.
It is one of the most relaxing and powerful events I've ever been a part of. So,
and we did, for 4 years, we did do it for the public, or 3 years. How long did we do it? But it's no longer a public event. It's just for. And Michelle,
unless you want to come and work the farm. Then it's okay.
And I love Melinda's comment. Self-care? We do that? it's time, Melinda. Maybe, maybe you and I wouldn't be in the shape we're in right now if we did more self-care. Just saying.
And who knows? Maybe it'll evolve to where it's the public again. But right now, we need to take care of ourselves, and we need to lick our wounds and.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to announce again that you and Stephanie are going to be restarting Ghoul Talk right here on Voice of the Elders. It'll be a once a month show.
Ghoul Talk.
Exactly.
Ghoul Talk it's going to be awesome, and this is the year for it.
Well, not just me and Stephanie. You can join in anytime you want.
And you know me, I will, because I can't keep my lips quiet too long. But it's it's the girls getting together and talking about whatever.
Right.
I hope you talk about ghosts.
Deb, please tell about our show tomorrow.
Yes, Beth and I will be on tomorrow night at what time, Beth?
With no alcohol.
With no alcohol. I have to go see what time we're down.
No, I think, what'd you say, 8?
I don't believe that for a minute.
7.
7. Oh, because I thought 8 our time. No, 6.
It'll be 6 your time.
Okay.
And we'll be talking about the new year, about predictions, about all kinds of stuff, because Beth and I have a voice. So tune in. Who knows what we're going to talk about? People can come on and ask questions. We might do some short 1-question readings, but we'll keep them short because I think that we're both kind of burned out on that kind of a show. Right? But we'll just be doing some talk.
Predictions.
Very cool.
Predictions. Predict the year. Talk about the new year. Maybe
the goddesses will speak.
Yes. All about the goddesses. And that's an important topic for this year because, as we said, we're in the age of Aquarius and we need that goddess energy. And it's time to ramp it up with the goddess voices and make a difference.
And you can send donations to Barry and I and Daniel living with these goddesses.
Please. Oh, please.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. So, what time is it? It is 12:42.
Yeah.
You guys want to continue, or are we ready to call it a night?
Sounds like we're kind of.
Sounds like we're ready, even though we
low.
haven't hit midnight.
Oh, you haven't even hit midnight yet.
That's okay. We're okay with that because we honestly, Deb, we stayed on Michigan time. I don't know why, but we have.
We haven't adapted to the time change.
In Arkansas, aren't you still on?
No, it's an hour.
It's Texas.
An hour. So even
but
though
we never changed. We had our clock set for Michigan time. We just always dealt with Michigan time.
Yeah. Well, sooner or later, you have to come home for a while.
I know, because it changes like 3 hours at some point.
Yeah. So I think we're going to call it a night, huh?
Okay.
All right. Well, we love you guys.
I love you guys and everybody that was
and tell
listening,
Daniel we hope he got good sleep and we understand completely.
I love
and we talked really bad about him. We'll edit those parts out before he checks it out.
All right, love you guys. I miss you guys, and greater things are coming. We're going to be on board, and we're going to just go ahead, and we're going to have some amazing things happen in this new year. All of you are going to have amazing things happen this new year.
Onward and forward.
Yep, and love you guys.
So happy New Year to all of you there, Stephanie, Deb, RJ, my wife,
and
my lovely wife, and
Michelle,
all the listeners.
And
yes, and Daniel. So everybody, Butch,
Yep.
Love
Yes.
you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Let's make 2022 great.
We'll talk
All
to you all soon.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
bye-bye.
see you. I was going to say
Bye.
next year, but now it says here. Good night.
Good night.
Night.